Yes, good afternoon to one and all. Last class we have seen that DC system. Into that we have decided the volume of conducting material required. Okay, am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So last class we have found that DC supply scheme it is broadly classified into three types. Two-wire DC system with one conductor earth and two-wire DC system with the midpoint earth and three-wire DC system. Okay, for all these DC supply scheme, we have seen that the load current flowing through the load and area cross section, line loss, and volume of conducting material required. Okay, so in last class we have concluded that the most economical DC supply scheme is which one is? Tell me. Yes. Tell me which one is the best or most economical DC supply scheme? Tell me. Yes.
Two-line
Anyone?
mid-conductor ground.
DC supply. Which type of? Yes. Tell me loudly. Yes. Which one is the best as per the economical consideration? Yes. Yes. Tell me anyone. Out of 22 people, anyone has to tell me. This one is a type of supply scheme, two-line mid-conductor ground. Yes, Prashant Shiraskar. Is it type of the DC supply scheme? Two-line mid-conductor ground. Is it type? Yes. Yes. Tell me. Yes. Anyone? Yes. Tell me. Which one is the best? And how you will going to decide that one? Yes. Am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking all of you people, tell me which one is the best or the most economical DC supply scheme. सगळ्यात म्हणजे कमी खर्चिक असणारी DC सप्लाय स्कीम कोणती आहे ॲज पर द व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड. Yes. Tell me the volume of conducting material required for the DC supply scheme with two wire DC system with one conductor earth. Tell me volume of conducting material required for the first case. Yes. Yes. Yes, tell me, Prashant Siraskar. Yes. Am I audible? Siraskar, am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, which one is the most economical or the least expensive? Which one is? You are told that, or I think you have chat in the message box. That is correct one, but give me exact name. Yes. Total AC as well as DC supply scheme are the 10. Then how you will going to remember that much names? Yes.
त्याचं नाव काय लक्षात राहणार पण कन्सेप्ट राहायला लक्षात.
Okay. So material is not available for this one. If you forgotten means what, you have to go thoroughly inside the syllabus. Yes or no? PPT is available. Handwritten notes even also available for the 4th unit. Zoom recorded lecture also available on the Google Drive. There, I think YouTube link is also available. PPT is also available. So it does not going to give the. So what does it mean then? No one is not going through the notes and the PPT ones. What is your problem? Tell me. All of you I am asking. Google Drive is not accessible to one and all. Tell me. Is it available or accessible or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
From the girls, tell me anyone. Yes, tell me. I am asking all of the girls. Roll number 37. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Which one? Yes, I am know that Google Drive access is available for one and all. I am asking the answer. Roll number 4. Tell me. Roll number 18. Tell me
Yes, sir.
what I have asked. Yes, tell me. Roll number 18. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
What is the question? Tell me once. Tell me. Roll number 13.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Yes, tell me. Which one is the most economical? Yes. Roll number 17. Yes. Tell me which one. Yes. Roll number 12 is there or not? Not. Okay. Roll number 15. Tell me. Which one is the most economical? Yes. Two, three people are left from the Zoom meeting. I will take the once again attendance and it will be taken serious matter. Okay. So which one is the most economical? Then how you have scored out of 30 in ISC 1, 25, 23 marks, 27 marks? Tell me. No one is there below the 12. All are above the 16. How it will be possible? Roll number 7, tell me how it is possible to get that much marks? Roll number 9. Yes. Roll number 9 is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the most economical scheme? How much you have scored in ISC first? Out of 30.
सर नेट प्रॉब्लेम येत आहे तर.
What is a problem? Tell me. Voice is not clear?
Yes, sir.
You are responding to my question. Your voice is clear to me. My voice is clear to you, and also you are telling that sir net problem is there. How
सर
it is
माझी
possible?
जॉईन होते परत
No, I am not asking that one. I am asking the question. Which one is the most economical DC supply scheme? 3-phase 4-wire? We have studied that one. 3-phase 4-wire system. Have you studied? Roll number 37? Yes.
No, sir.
Scheme is studied. But volume of conducting material required for the 3-phase 4-wire system is studied. Yes?
No.
Huh? Roll number 1, tell me. You have scored good marks. Tell me. In ISC first. Tell me what is the answer for this one? Yes?
Hello?
Bola?
2-wire DC system with one conductor.
2-wire DC system with?
One conductor.
Is it most economical or least economical? Then how you people are going to score that much mark in MCQ examination, in ISC or the written test? How? I think so many people in first, third MCQ test, I have found that you are going to score above the 15 out of 20, 16, 17, 18, 19 marks you are going to score. But 2 3 days gap means what? No one is going to remembering that name, exact name. Yes. Two DC, two wire with point earthed. Which point earthed? Roll number 4. Tell me which point earthed. Yes. Two wire with point earthed. So while delivering my lecture or the PPT, I have a write like this one, DC2 wire with the point earthed. Afterwards, I have written their midpoint. Afterwards, I have written their mid. Whether it is written in the notes or PPT, tell me. Roll number 4, tell me. I have written over the notes or the PPT. First of all, I have given the heading DC2 wire with point earthed. Afterwards, midpoint I have written there. Yes. So then what is the use of that delivering that much detail, or we can say that that much study material, handwritten notes is different, notes, book notes is different, PPT is different. What is the need of doing that one? Yes, tell me. In IAC first, only 2 people failed the IAC first because of they have didn't return the IAC. All people scored above the 18. How it is possible? Yes, roll number 9. Tell me how it is possible. Out of I think how much people are there? 23 people. Okay. So out of 23 people, tell me any one. All the 3 schemes of DC supply system. Tell me anyone. Am I audible? Yes. Yes, am I audible? If it is voice is or audio is not clear, or PowerPoint presentation is not clear, means what? It is your individual problem. So don't give that like that reasons. Okay. So tell me, Am I audible? Tell me first thing. Am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
जर आपल्याला 3 नेम जर आपल्याला लक्षात राहत नसतील एक्झॅक्ट, तर आपल्याला 10 सप्लाय स्कीम कशा लक्षात राहतील बरं? त्याच्यानंतर त्यांचं एरिया क्रॉस सेक्शन, त्याच्यानंतर त्यांचं लोड करंट, त्याच्यानंतर त्याचा व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड आणि त्याच्यानंतर त्यांच्या कंपॅरेटिव्हली अनालिसिस. कुणाचं कमी, कुणाचं जास्त आणि ते का, कशामुळं? तुम्हाला गेट नाही का द्यायची? येस? गेट द्यायची नाही तुम्हाला? सगळ्यांना म्हणतो मी तुम्हाला. कसं लक्षात ठेवणार मग? आणि यावरती आपल्याला न्यूमरिकल्स पण स्टडी करायचं. जर आपला थिअरीचा पार्ट क्लिअर नसतील, फॉर्म्युले आपल्याला आठवत नसतील, तर आपण ते फॉर्म्युले पुढे जाऊ द्या. अगोदर त्या सिस्टमचं नेम आठवत नसेल, तर तुम्ही कोणते पण फॉर्म्युले त्याला अप्लाय करणार आहात तिथं? कसं शक्य आहे न्यूमरिकल सॉल्व करणं? Yes, Amay Kumar is there. Yes, roll number I not remembering. Yes. सांगा. रोल नंबर 18. तुम्ही कधी जॉईन होताय बरं लेक्चर मध्ये? किती उशिरा? 10 मिनिट लेट चालतंय का असं? रोल नंबर 18. येस. रोल नंबर 18 आहे की नाही तुम्ही? काय नाव तुमचं? येस. रोल नंबर 18. Am I audible? Yes. Roll number 13. You have to tell me. Yes, you have to tell me. What are the types of DC supply scheme? Roll number 13.
Yes, sir.
हा सांगा. कोणते 3 टाइप आहेत बरं? Yes. सांगा ना. Roll number 13. कोणते टाईप आहेत ते 3? री-आय-एस-सी दिलात तुम्ही, त्याच्यामध्ये एकच पेज अपलोड केलं फक्त. किती मार्क द्यावे त्याला?
सर अपलोड
Only one page is available.
झालं मी
I have spent my 30 minutes to discuss with you people. A single question, okay? But no one has to give a correct answer, okay? So this part is kept in mind while giving the continuous assessment marks, okay, or the term marks. So remember that things, okay? This audio lecture or the Zoom meeting is recording, okay? So I think in a last lecture we have studied that DC supply scheme. First one is two-wire DC system or the DC supply scheme with one conductor earthed. Second, two-wire DC supply scheme with midpoint earthed. Okay, and third one, three-wire DC system. Okay, in a two-wire DC scheme, DC supply scheme with one conductor earthed, having the volume of conductor K, which is equal to what? 4p square rho L square divided by W into V to the suffix small m raised to 2. Okay, it is treated as a K. And in case of the two-wire DC supply scheme with midpoint earth, the volume of conducting material required, which is equal to K by 4. Okay. Or volume of conducting material required for the two-wire DC system with midpoint earthed is 0.25 times of volume of conducting material required for the two-wire DC system with one conductor earthed. Okay. And in case of the third, the volume of conducting material required for the three-wire DC supply scheme is found at 5 by 16 into K. Okay. By observing these three volume of conducting material required for the different cases, it is found that the volume of conducting material required for the two-wire DC system with midpoint earth is least. So it is most economical DC supply scheme out of 3. Okay, two-wire DC supply scheme with midpoint earthed. Okay, so today we will continue for the AC supply scheme. Okay, last class we have completed the DC supply scheme. Today we will study the AC supply scheme. Okay, into that first type of the AC supply scheme, a single phase two-wire AC system with one conductor earthed. Okay, it is similarly or similar to that of the two-wire DC supply system or the scheme with the one conductor earthed. Okay, or the diagram for this one is similar to that of the first case of DC supply scheme. Okay, so see over here in the PowerPoint presentation, the circuit diagram for this one means for the two-wire AC system with one conductor earthed. Okay, I am sliding my arrow pointer over here. The I4, it is the fourth case, or after the DC supply scheme it is the first case, means what it is the actually fourth case. Okay, so see over here, the load current is I4. Okay, VM, it is the maximum voltage across the these two wire terminals. Okay, so load current can be found by using that active power transfer to the load. Okay, and the voltage available across the two wire terminals. Okay, as we know that in case of the single phase AC system, the active power transferred is equal to what? Voltage into current into power factor. Okay, from this formula we have modified, and we have found that a load current over here means what? Simply I is equal to P by V into cos phi. Okay, but in this case our V is equal to Vm, maximum voltage. Okay, and cos phi is nothing but the power factor. Okay, so as I said earlier in the first case, okay, okay, voice is breaking, but I think this is your problem. Okay, so try to understand it. Okay, rule number 34. So see over here, the load current I4 is equal to what? P by Vm by root 2 into cos phi. Okay, how it will be means what? As I said earlier, in calculation we require the RMS values. RMS values, that's why um, from the maximum voltage or the maximum terminal voltage we can able to find the RMS voltage value, okay, by dividing it root 2 or 0.707 times of maximum voltage is nothing but the RMS voltage. Okay, so see over here, this one is the expression for the load current. Okay, by rearranging that one, we will get I4 finally equal to root 2 into P. P is nothing but the active power. Remember this point, because of in numericals they will give you apparent power. Yes, it is not a P. From that one, we have to find out first of all the active power P. Okay, so load current is equal to what? Root 2 into P divided by Vm into cos phi. Okay. So once we know that the load current, we can easily find out the line loss and area cross section of the conducting material required. Okay, same procedure we have to follow for calculation of volume of conducting material required, as we have studied in DC supply scheme. Okay, so the let over here A4 be the area cross section of conducting material required. Okay, so once we know that the load current, we can easily find the line loss. Okay, line loss, it is represented as W, which is equal to what? 2 into square of current into resistance of that conductor. Okay, so 2, why? Because means what? Here the two conductors are there. That's why it is multiplied with the 2. I4 raised to 2 into R4. R4 is nothing but the resistance of that conductor. Okay, resistance of line conductors. Okay, so if we substitute the value of I4 in this equation, you will get 2 into bracket root 2 P divided by Vm into cos phi raised to 2 into value of this R4 is nothing but the rho L divided by F4. Okay, this is the basic formula for the resistance. Okay, means what? The relation of resistance of conducting material with its physical dimensions. Okay, and the specific resistance, length of the conductor and area cross section. It is the physical dimensions of the conductors. Okay, so finally the line loss, which is equal to what? 4p raised to 2 into rho L divided rho L's. Okay, rho L is there. Okay, divided by cos square phi into Vm square into A4. Okay, by rearranging that one, value of the A4 is equal to what? 4p square rho L divided by cos square phi into W into e to the suffix small m raised to 2. Okay, this is the what? The area cross section of the conductor in a single phase 2 wire AC system with one conductor earthed. Okay, this is the simple expression for the area cross section of conducting material required. Okay, remember that these formulas are very important while attending the MCQ, which is a fully numericals. Okay, so remember that area cross section A4 is equal to 4p raised to 2 into rho L divided by cos square phi into W into Vm square. Okay, next we have to find out the volume of conducting material required. Okay, so see over here, similarly in we have seen that in case of the DC supply scheme, volume of conducting material is nothing but what? Area into length of the conductor. Okay, same formula we have to apply over here. So there are two conductors, that's why it is multiplied with the 2. A4 into L. A4 into L is nothing but the simple formula for the volume. That is what the area into length. Okay, but over here 2 is for the two line conductors are available. That's why. Okay, so